Okay, so we're talking about the spirit of addiction. We're on like part 6 or 7 right now. When the situation started to get bad, where God was showing me that so much stuff was being put in my food, all kinds of drugs were being put in my food, all at one time, and it was supposed to overtake me. What was happening was God now came to me. He said, "You now have to eat vegetables. You can't eat nothing, right?" He kept saying that, kept showing me that scripture, Daniel 1, and I kept saying, why just vegetables? At first I thought it was vegetables and fruit that I would be able to eat, but then I realized God kept taking me to scripture, and it was like, no, vegetables, vegetables, vegetables. So I started going to vegetables, and then God was telling me, I purchased fruit. And as I was purchasing the fruit, I started to realize I started having issues with the fruit that I was eating. So I ate a watermelon, and the watermelon made my vocal cords feel like they were going to collapse. Like every time I swallowed, it felt like something was hitting my vocal cords, like something was hitting this here, right? And like it was pinching or something like that. And I was having difficulty swallowing. I'm like, how am I eat watermelons all the time. But at this time, God came to me right before this happened. He was like, vegetables. And I'm like, why just vegetables? So I still purchase fruit every now and then after that. And when I purchased that watermelon, I started to realize there was something going on with my vocal cords. And then I started to look, and I'm like, well, everything that I eat is pretty much vegetables. Cucumbers, it's a vegetable. And then the same thing happened. Anything that's primarily water, which is considered to be a fruit, it caused me to have issues in my vocal cords. Pineapples, it caused me to be dehydrated. It would make my lips crack, and my eyes would turn black, like something had been put inside of the pineapple. The apple started making me feel like I was shaking or something like that. So I was having all these problems eating fruit, and God kept taking me back to Daniel. He was like, I said, eat vegetables right now. So then it got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I ate the vegetables. And then I started to feel much better. My face started to clear up. My skin and all that stuff started to feel still much better. My eyes started to turn back to the right color. And then God took me back. He was like, okay, well, you can eat fruits now, but you have to be careful the type of fruits that you eat. So you have to pay very close attention to the fruits that you can eat. So he took me to Genesis, and he was like, I gave anything that plants and anything that has seeds is considered to be good. Now, everything that has seeds was taken out of the store, right? Everything that has seeds in the fruit were taken out of the store. But I used to buy the grapes that had the seeds in the store, but then for some reason I can't find grapes with the seeds in it no more. So everything is like, I don't know, they removed it or something like that, because when I went, I didn't find any seeds that had grapes that have seeds in it. But God was like, you can eat these things, but they have to have seeds, and you have to be careful. Something was wrong with the dragon fruit. I used to eat dragon fruit all the time, but the dragon fruit would make my knees buckle, like my knees would feel weak. So I had to be very selective on the foods that I was eating, and now I eat the same thing.